so high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello there. Good day to everybody. Good day to everybody. Hello. Give me a second here. My chair is all messed up. Let me just put that in correctly. I think that's much better. All right. Okay, Islamabad to Lahore loaded up there. So we're here at night time. Should we change the time a little bit? Yeah, we need to change the time a little bit. Why not? So everything is live at the moment. Let's just change the time to around early in the morning. Maybe around 6 o'clock. Let's fly in around 6 o'clock. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. All right, welcome to another stream here with Flightsim.to. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we are flying the ATR 42-600, as you guys can tell. Very lovely aircraft here. And we're going to take it from Islamabad to Lahore. Hello there, Mr. Anas. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream once again. We are flying from Islamabad to Lahore today. It's going to be a fun one. And we're flying the ATR 42-600, which I have not flown many times at all. I usually fly the ATR 72. So today I decided to change that up a little bit and fly the lovely 42 variant, which is shorter, so should be easier to fly. Right? Okay, we've got Islamabad Airport free scenery from Flightsim.to, which is honestly not the best in the world. It does, particularly at night, it doesn't look very good. So we're not going to take a closer look at it. We're just going to leave it the way it is. But I believe there is a very good model available for Islamabad Airport from the marketplace, which I have not managed to get my hands on. It's not a part of the world I fly a lot in, but today, as per the request of one of my viewers, I decided to jump in here. Very nice livery here. Okay, very nice livery. It suits the ATR very well. It suits the ATR. Looks good. Green and gold. All right. Brilliant. That being said, let's just jump in and get our flight started up. With nothing else to do here. Let me actually get my throttle quadrant and joystick set up as well. Give me a minute to do that. As a matter of fact, I'll do that after we have powered on the aircraft. So first, let's come here. Let's go to aircraft. Let's attach ground power there. Brilliant. Done. Let's go overhead. Let's get our battery running. And we're going to wait for these screens to boot up before we do anything else. All right. Good. Good. Wait for those screens to load up. There we go. Excellent. Once that's done, let's go back overhead. Let's turn on our external powers here. Okay, and we're going to wait for the other two screens to power up as well before we move any further with the aircraft. We can come here to flight plan. Let's try, we'll work on, let's go to SimBrief. See what we have here as our flight plan for today. Opus Opla, 21,000 feet, 33 passengers, 28R, 36R. Okay, hopefully this works. I'm not too sure if it will. Import OFP. That is what we have, okay. So there we go, we've loaded up successfully. Let's go overhead. Emergency lights armed, nav lights need to go on. Logo lights can remain on for the time being, why not? Let's get our crew oxygen supply to on. Where is, I don't know how to turn on the I don't know how to turn on the, is there an next power, do you have to turn on the recorder? I don't think so, right? Okay, so everything else is looking good. Windshield heating and all pitot heats and all that stuff, I'm not going to turn them on just yet because they could cook, right? I don't know if that's modeled, but they could cook if we turn them on too soon here. Crossfeed, if we want to turn that on, we can turn them on. Okay, I think over here there isn't much else for us to do. Maybe turn on the passenger seatbelts and no device signs there. Let's go here. Let's see if we can get GSX to do something here for us. I don't think GSX works well with this aircraft. No. It doesn't work well. It does not work well. So the aircraft we have is ATR 46, that is correct. So what we'll do is okay, HPA degrees Celsius, kgs, AP disconnect sensitivity is on low. You can put that on medium. And avionics mode is EASA. That's fine. Yep, sync there. That's fine. Throttle setup, I'm not going to worry about that right now. We'll see how that works. Okay, so let's come down here. Everything is looking good. Parking brake, gust lock, all of that is on. This needs to go down. This needs to go down. I forgot the button that I assigned for this. No, not this again. Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. But I forgot there's a button I assigned for this. Ah, there it is. Found it, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Luckily, I found it. Okay, there's our cutoff right there. Good. We'll leave it like that. Looking good. We're supposed to pull this for ground. Okay, good. All right. Let's just go into the FMC and see what we can do. Let's set the flight plan. Let's set the fuel. Let's set the payload. Okay, and that looks good. We've got our performance data right here. Let's go to menu, FMS1, init, position initialization, GPS, and we're gonna put that in. There we go. That's done. Okay. Next, let's talk about the weight. What time is it local? Right now we're flying from 6 a.m. local time. All right, I believe. Yeah, 6 a.m. local time is where we're flying from. I don't know why the time doesn't move. Why isn't the time moving? Fascinating, but whatever. Zero fuel weight. Let's double check with our flight plan here. The zero fuel weight is estimated to be 15322. That's fine. Fuel on board is 1875. Block fuel is only 1475 though. 1496 though. Well, that's fine. Gross weight is a little heavier than what we want it to be. So let me come here. Set the fuel, please. Should we reduce the fuel to 1500? Let's try 1500. I don't think we can do it from here though. Oh, we can. Zero fuel weight comes down to 15322. Gross weight comes down to a 168. That's much better. Reserve at 600. Takeoff center of gravity trim is 1.3 up is the takeoff. Okay, that's great. Okay, so the weights are looking good. 1.3 up is our trim. Nav data. That's fine. We don't need to worry about it. Performance initialization. Cruising altitude is supposed to be 21,000 feet. Let's put that in. Flight mode max cruising, of course. Alternate cruising altitude. We don't have any alternate, but we're just gonna put that in there. Nope, 21,000 feet still. Oh, okay. Alternate OPST 21,000 feet. Just gonna leave it like this. Let's go towards weight, fuel flow. All of that is fine. We don't need to worry about it. Okay, flight plan initialization, route, Opus direct, Opus Opla, whatever, that's fine. Flight plan, return. Wait, what have I just done? Do I have to go back and redo the flight plan? Oh yeah, that's something that I have to be careful about on this one. Yeah. Okay. Opus, let's just program it in. Opus dash Opla. I have not flown this in a while. Oh, you would want to switch to day nav bar. No, it's okay for now. It's okay for now. We'll switch it before we take off though. Thank you for reminding me, Mr. Anas. Much appreciated. To Opla. I'm gonna put that like this. There we go. Opus Opla. What is it doing? I don't understand. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now we got flight plan here. Let's try and program this. From Opus, we're taking off from runway 28R. A little confused by this FMS at the moment. What? Why won't it let me? Oh, we have to pick it. My bad. 28R and Indy 1H. That's right here. That's done. Okay. Now let's return. There we go. That's good. Next page. That's good. At Opla, okay, after Indec, we are going through an airway. No, clear. After Indec, we're going through an airway, which is J121, right? J121, and we are going to Akbar. Okay, there we go. Okay, I don't understand this, man. What? How do you program this damn thing? I don't know how it works. This is funny. Clearly, I've forgotten how this works. To Akbar. Okay, Akbar. Okay, that's done. Great. Return. Return. Okay, from index J121 to okay, got it. I think I have an issue. Yeah, got it. J121 Akbar. No, this is correct. It's working, I think. But why isn't it showing up? I don't know. I don't know why it's not showing up here though. Let's see. Let's go to Opla. From Opla, we're supposed to land into runway 36R. We're going to use ILS into runway 36R. And that is going to be ILS Z into 36R. I usually use that. I usually use the Z variant. Akbar 1B is what I'll use. Okay, let's go back to our flight plan. Okay, we've got Akbar J121 Matin. J121 Akbar. Okay. I don't know. I'm not too sure about this. I don't know. I'm not too sure about this. But at the end, we reach where we're supposed to. So I think we're good. Performance here. Let's see. Runway, departure runway is 28, right? So let's put that in. Right. Oh, and I forgot to do something here, by the way. It's 28, right? Why won't it let me do that? No, we don't need to remove Matin. How do I put the departure runway in here then? Do I have to type in the Opus 28, right? Maybe? No. How do I... What? Okay. This is interesting. I don't know how to put this in. It's not even recognized here, so I don't know what to do. I think let's just look at the runway length. Let me go look at the runway length for 28R in Islamabad. 28R in Islamabad is 12,020. So let's try and put that in manually. 12,020. What? Oh my god. I don't know what this is, man. Departure runway is 28R. Why won't you let me go? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I am confused. Transition 80,000. We got all of this. You know what? I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I don't care. We're just going to leave it the way it is. There we go. Okay. Hopefully it works. I'm not sure if it will. FMS speed input there. Okay, let's just find out. This is it's a strange thing that's happening, and I haven't really flown here in a while, so there we go. Change that to daytime. There we go. Okay. Strange thing that's happening here, and I'm not entirely sure what to do with it. So I'm going to leave it the way it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and get hotel mode going for our... So that done. And let's get prop brake engaged because it's ready. Let's go to crank 1. Let's start our second engine here. There we go. NH going up. Maybe at 15% we can push it up there. Prop brake done. Engine coming to life. Hotel mode enabled. Propellers are in place. Good. There we go. It's going to be interesting because I've forgotten how to exactly operate this plane in terms of FMC, but there we go. That's done. Great. Okay. It's brilliant. Let's do that there. Okay. I think it's time for us to just get out of here, to be honest. Performance. We're supposed to confirm our takeoff data here. Let's do that. Done. Let's go to surveillance. Expedia 1. Altitude reporting needs to be on, by the way. No, not TA. Not the TCAS. But, okay, we'll leave this the way it is for now. Let's go to nav. Let's just go to ND. Okay. There's our ND right there. We do have plan mode here, don't we? Yeah, we do have plan mode here. We have got formats. We can actually reduce the range there, and we can cycle through. Can't we cycle through? Which one is plan mode? This is plan mode. Oh no, it's not. This is plan mode? Oh, it's just this much? I don't know, man. I have no idea. I am lost. Okay. I'm lost. So let's just move back to nav mode there. That's a rose compass nav mode, and we're gonna leave it like this. Let's reduce the range right there for the time being. Good. All right, it's time for us to get on out of here pretty much. Let's put our local pressure the way it is supposed to be. Let's turn our FD on there. Is FD on? Yes, it is. FD is on the captain side, this side. Over here, altitude, we're gonna do... let's climb up to 10,000 feet first, then we'll go up to 21,000 feet, I believe. Yeah, so let's go up to 10,000 feet. I hate how small the digits are over here. Let's come down here. Aircraft. Our generators should be working. Well, if we cut this, it should work. Wait. There we go. DC generator 2 is working, and that's good enough for us for now. Let's come down here. Let's get rid of each of those, and even the wheel chokes can be gotten rid of. Let's start our first engine. I know I'm not doing things correctly, but it's fine. Let's go to crank B. Let's start that up, and let's start that up. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, I think we're okay on that. Let's advance that further. There we are. Okay, NP is rising. Let's wait for 10% on NP, which is the propeller rotation, and then we'll advance this further. There we go. Engine startup successful. Good. Pretty decent. Lovely. Let's head back in here. We can release the prop brake. For this one, we can go back up here and we can release the prop brake and get that propeller rotating. There we go. We're not going to push back today, by the way, in case you're wondering. We go towards NP is already at 11. Let's just go ahead and advance that. Engine number 2 coming to life. Very good. All right, we are good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna leave this on full automatic for now. Well, let's remove the gust lock. Okay, that's excellent. Let's put our flaps down to take off position, which we can check from here. We can see the flaps dropping. Brilliant. Performance. Takeoff data. Interesting. Aircraft maintenance. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, great. I think we're done with that. Next, we need our trim. Trim is supposed to be 1.3 up, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see if we can do that. There we go, 1.3 up. Come on, there we go, 1.3 up. Trim is done. Okay, great. Anything else we need to? We do have a checklist available for us, to be honest, but I'm not actually using it, is it? Yeah, I'm not actually using them. Okay, so let's get our probe and window heats on there. Great. Let's get our taxi light on. Beacon light should have been on by now, but we didn't put it on. It's fine. Logo lights can come off. We don't need that. Everything else up here is looking good. No need for cross feed. And I think we're ready to go. Yep, we're ready to go. Excellent. Excellent. Parking brake is on, and I don't know what this TLU low speed means, but we're gonna worry about that later. But I think we're ready to go. We've confirmed our takeoff data, and yeah, we are pretty much ready to go. Power management is on takeoff, so that's good. Okay, 3,000 feet on that. Nav, we have FM1. What do we have selected? We're on FM1 here, but I don't think it's working. Nav mode engaged. LNAV doesn't seem to be working though. Does not seem to be working properly. Let's check the format. That's a plan mode. Okay. You know what? We'll leave it like this. Leave it like this. Okay. I think nothing else to do but just get out of here. VNAV doesn't work on this aircraft, by the way. So, how about flight level change? IAS mode works, yeah. Okay, fine. I think we're okay. I'm not too sure about it. I don't know why it's showing us this cross over here. It's not supposed to, so I don't know what's going on with that. System, I don't know what's going on here, if I'm being honest. Map, I'm a little lost. It's supposed to show us the correct thing, but it's not. And I don't understand. Barometric setting is fine, so I don't understand what to do about this, because it's not showing us what I want it to show. So how do I... What is this? This is flight plan, this is sector. What is this? I have no idea. Okay. Without further delay, I'm just gonna get out of here. Okay, so let's release the parking brake and we'll taxi on towards our takeoff runway of 28 right today, which is quite far from us, as a matter of fact. But let's just see what we can do. Release parking brake. We're gonna turn this aircraft around, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Alrighty. There we go. Not too shabby. Okay. Turned around successfully. And let's taxi off to our takeoff runway. All right, Mr. Anas, you still with us? Are you still with us? Oh, hello there. I've put my latency on low, so the delay between chat and my response should be quite low. But that does mean that I've turned down my quality to 2K on the stream instead of 4. I don't think that really matters, to be honest with you. I should have actually invested in a 2K monitor instead of a 4K monitor, if I'm being honest. 4K is just still very excessive, and the difference isn't worth it. The only advantage is for people who are watching it on a TV, so that's it. Okay. There we go. Do we have some sort of auto throttle available? We don't, right? Yeah, this thing does not have auto throttle. So I don't know why this is displaying like this. I really have no idea, but I hope it works. Genuinely hope it works. It's been a while since I flew the ATR. Clearly I'm out of touch. Okay, just zoom along here. Give it a bit more power there. Yeah, we are. There we go. Quick taxi. There's the airport right there. Is that tiny dot the sun? Yeah. That is supposed to be the sun. Believe it or not, that is actually supposed to be the sun in Microsoft Flight Sim. It's terrible, I know. The tiny yellow dot is the sun. That looks weird. It is. I mean, the sun is way too small, man. That's not how small the sun is. The sun is the same size as the moon. It's supposed to be much bigger on the sky than that. I don't know, maybe it's the time of the year or something being accurately portrayed. We can only hope. Okay, we're zooming along here. Very nice. Okay, next turn off, we're gonna take it. That's gonna bring us to the runway 28, not the next turn off, sorry, the turn off after that we're gonna take it. It's gonna bring us to runway 28 right. I'm gonna go ahead if I can see anything, god damn it. I need to turn on the lights. Okay, we'll do that. We'll stop. We'll stop. All right. Just gonna put the parking brake right there. Let's put our landing lights on. Let's put our strobe lights on. What light is it? Wing light? We don't need that. What else is here? TCAS. TCAS on there. Altitude should be on. TCAS TA only. Let's go back to our comms here. Where is TA mode? There is. It's a go around button. That's not the TCAS mode. Just gonna go to 100% override there. I think we're ready to take off. Yeah, I think we're ready to take off. Let's see how it goes, yeah? Release parking brake. I think it might. I'm not sure. Ooh. Whoa. Easy. Greetings there, Mike Smith. How are you doing? I'm just checking out my reverse thrust. It works. Okay, great. Sometimes we have issues with the controls, so just making sure we don't have anything today. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? This is an aircraft I haven't flown in a while, in case you're wondering why it's so bumpy today's ride, but let's try the button, the button by the throttle. Let's see if it's possible for us to use that. I've pressed it. Nothing is happening. No, it doesn't work for takeoff. All right, let's go. Right, we got plenty of room today, so I don't think it's an issue. Let's take off. All right, okay. Gear. Okay. There we go, there's our takeoff. Thank you. Let's try the autopilot. Where is it taking us? Oh, the autopilot is acting funny. I don't understand where it's taking us. It's in heading mode, nav mode, please. Okay, interesting. A little slower than I would like, but let's see what the aircraft is doing here. Okay, it's acting really funny. Why isn't nav mode working? I don't get it. Oh god. Okay. Let's go to the heading mode. Let's go this way. Let's fly it in manually till we can figure out what's going on with this. I don't think we've programmed this flight plan incorrectly. We most definitely haven't. Yeah, we definitely haven't, so I don't know what's going on. That's funny. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Ernest. The view is quite nice. There we go. It is pretty cool. The haze is pretty cool. You're right. That's really, really nice. But we have an issue here. I don't think it's the departure. I think the flight plan hasn't worked. That's all I can tell you. I don't know how to make it work. No idea. But the flight plan clearly has not worked. We'll just turn into our next waypoint there. We're still on takeoff power there. I think what we need to do here is go to VS, bring the VS down slightly. So I don't know why this hasn't worked. I have no idea. New plan. Activate. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I have no idea how to. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, let's put our flaps up slowly. Let's turn the heading this way. Okay, flaps can go up. That's fine. That's okay. All right, we're flying according to plan, but we're using the heading knob. Interesting. I don't know how to work this thing. That's a problem. I don't know how to work it. What the heck? 10,000 feet coming up. Let's increase that to 21,000 feet. That's our cruising altitude for today. How on earth do you make the flight plan work? It's a good question. I have no idea. This is what happens when you've forgotten how, when you take a long break, this is what happens. What on earth is this? I have no idea what this is, by the way. Doesn't this thing have auto brake? It does have some sort of auto brake. I don't even know where it is. Confusion of the highest order. Okay, landing lights off. That light can come off. Beacon, strobe, all of those can remain on. And turn off our passenger signs there. Flaps are up. Everything else is looking okay. I guess so. Flight push, that's done. Where are the auto brakes on this thing? Good lord, I've forgotten everything. I know there's an auto brake. Doesn't it have an auto brake? It has an auto brake, but where is it? I'm pretty sure it does. It's supposed to be a button somewhere here. Some sort of auto brake, but I don't see it. Where is it? Coming up on a turning there. Something to be careful about. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining stuff. Okay, let's turn our aircraft around. Let's change the format on there just to make that a little easier for us to fly. We're supposed to go this way, so I just put it that way. Okay. How on earth do you get the aircraft to follow the flight plan? Because it says here's the flight plan, and why won't it work? This is new flight plan. What? Oh, I've finally done it. Would you look at that? I've finally freaking done it. We didn't activate it, that's why. I didn't know you had to do that. Oh, good lord, I'm an idiot, but don't mind me. Let's go to IAS mode. We just need to go as quickly as possible towards our cruising altitude. So yeah, if I use nav mode now, it's gonna work, but it's gonna take us towards the runway straight. So what I'm gonna do here is I need to go towards the waypoint we're trying to fly towards, which is Istob. So let's go towards Istob. How do I go towards Istob? Do I say Istob? Do I go to nav? No, it's going to the wrong one. See, it's taking us back to the runway, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's taking us back to the runway. Yep, it's going back to the runway. Let's see that, it's going back to the runway. So what I can do here is return. I can clear. We need to go to Istop. So how do I go direct to Istop? There we go, execute. Now it should work. Now I should be able to use nav mode and we'll be okay. There we go. We figured it out. Yay. Oh, it's just been too long since I flew this aircraft. I apologize. It's just been too long since I've flown this thing. Okay, we've got a bunch of lights here that we need to take care of. Let me try and do that, shall I? Lights overhead. Why aren't the... Oh, here is the recorder ground control. Flight recorder ground control is here. What? We're supposed to be flying directly towards Istab. We are, but it's acting funny. I don't understand. What is it doing? You know what? Let's just fly directly towards this. Direct to Samex. Execute. Let's see if that works. Let's just fly direct to Samex there. Let's just fly direct to Samex. Hopefully it works. I'm not sure. Must be an interesting ride for the passengers. Okay, so where on earth, how do I control the lighting for this thing? Like, how do I control it? Goodness me. Can you please fly towards the place where you're supposed to fly towards? Thank you. Hello. What on earth is this aircraft doing? Good lord. Okay, and I think it's working. Yes, it is. Great. Now, back to figuring out how on earth this lighting's supposed to work. Dome lights. What? How do I light this thing up? No, that's not it. Okay, what? That made this light up. Okay, there's some serious issues with this thing. There's some serious issues with this thing, isn't there? Wow, okay. Now we've got lights, but anyway. Okay, I believe every system is now working as it should. And I think we're okay. If we come down to the next one here and if we go to progress. Destination, 163 nautical miles. Fuel on board will be 14 something. Cymax, that's all fine. Where is the top of descent? It's not telling me to top of descent. Where is top of descent? To Cymax. Okay, it's not telling me top of descent. Okay, it's fine. Disconnected AP. No. AP is fully functional. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've figured out how this thing actually works, let's put our takeoff power management. If we want to, we can put it on climb or cruise. Let's put it on climb. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to shift it towards cruise. Okie dokie. IS, LNAV, all of that is working. APFD. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Now let's go ahead and enjoy some cinematic views finally. Right. Let's take a look. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Sorry, I had to save that view, but that's lovely. Let's go to the other side there. Oh, look at that reflection on the propellers. Isn't that nice from the sunlight? That is great. The other side of the cabin looking good. We're looking a bit wobbly all of a sudden. Okay. I think we're okay though. Should be landing in about 40 minutes, but I'm gonna use some fast forward. As soon as the aircraft stabilizes a bit more, I'm gonna use fast forward here. Okay, so there we go. Let's head outside. Take a look at that. Okay, we're making a turn here. A lovely, lovely scenery here as we fly along. That's beautiful. Look at the mountains in the distance. It looks really nice, not gonna lie. Take a quick screenshot here. Sorry about that, guys, but yeah, that was lovely. Okay, we've got this thing under control, ladies and gentlemen. It's fun to figure out things on the fly, I'm not gonna lie. It is pretty fun. Just confirm that everything is going as it should. Yes, it is. Brilliant. Okay, absolutely brilliant. Gotta manage the speed here though, so you gotta make sure you have your throttle in such a way that the speed is being, because there's no auto throttle, so we gotta make sure that the speed is being correctly managed manually by us. The indication that you see, the pink little indicator on the IAS indication strip, that is just a guide, and it only works with IAS mode, so gotta be careful of that. Alright, so today let's have a look at these lovely drone views. Lovely. Let's change the camera there. Excuse me while I do this quickly. There we go. That is fantastic. Look at the reflection of the sunlight on that. It's brilliant. Flying to Lahore. That's true what they say. Legends do fly ATR because this damn thing is so difficult. I mean, it's not difficult, it's just a little bit different. And if you're flying the 72, then that's difficult because when you take off and land, you gotta be careful of the tail strike. They built it in such a way that it can barely, just about take off without striking the tail on the runway. But the 42 variant is much more manageable. And I believe this is the first or second time I'm flying the 42 variant on the channel. Maybe the second time. But usually I fly the 72. Much more stressful than this one. Okay, we're looking good here. That is an absolutely stunning view. Let's put that open there. For cinematic view, we'll leave the bar overlay in that format. Gorgeous, man. Okay, let me jump into the cockpit here and make sure everything is well, and it is. So that's great. Can actually push the throttle up slightly. Just give it a little bit more in the department of speed so we can reach Lahore a little bit quicker. I don't think we need to fast forward our flight today. It's not too far away. Lahore is not too far away. It's just a domestic flight, but we are flying the ATR at the end of the day. So it's much slower than you would if like an A321 or something like that, right? So okay. Looking good. Let's come back to our deck here. What's the altitude at our next waypoint? Altitude at our next waypoint, we're at cruising altitude, Mr. Anas. We're already at our cruising altitude of 21,000 feet. This is our cruising altitude of 21,000 feet. Everything is looking good. The target airspeed at the moment, it's recommending 207. We're flying 206 and slightly accelerating, which I'm not going to complain about. Because the quicker the better, but we have to be careful about overspeeding. This aircraft does not have a lot of speed on its So be very careful here. There we go. I think that's good. I think that is very good. And Mr. Anas, I've decided to leave the nav bar in the night mode rather than the day mode because I believe it looks better. Right? Which one do you like? Tell me which one you like. Do you like this day mode? To look like this in cinematic? Or do you like the night mode? I think they're both nice, aren't they? They're both nice. The day mode is clearer in the day. Oh. So the day mode is clearer during the day is what you're telling me. Oh, je comprends. Okay, so the only way to do that is... Okay, I understand what you're saying. I think I know what to do. Okay. I think I know what to do. Alright. Let me try that. Let me try something right now. Okay? Okay, sorry about that. Wait, where is that? Okay, let me just remove that for you guys for the time being. I'm just gonna add a source here. Just give me a second while I do that. Let me leave you guys with some views as well while we do that. Look at that. Beautiful, man. God damn, that's nice. Okay. Working on it. Just give me a second. Right. There we go. Can we have a look at the drone view? Absolutely, absolutely, sir. Just give me 1 second here. Whilst I've just sort this out right here, and there we go. Okay, there we go. That is the one for cinematic view now. Isn't that lovely? So for cinematic, we'll use this now. And for the normal flight, we can have this daytime one, is it, which you said is better, right? Okay, so does the daytime one look good right now? Yeah? Is the daytime one looking good right now? Let me know. Okay, great. Let me know if the daytime one is looking good. Go. If we go to cinematic, go. Good. Good, 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 good. Just doing some work in the middle of this. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, just a second. You know what? Let me just push you to drone view right there whilst I figure this out. Robotics night. Okay. There we go. There we go. What do you think about that one? That one's pretty good, right? Pretty good for the day. That's the case. Okay. So, drone view. Let's do... Yeah, we've got a number of arrangements that we can use. But for now, let's just go to Elevatics. Alright, I think we are looking good now. Okay, time for drone view. Sorry about all of that. Let's play around on the drone view right there. Beautiful. Now we are looking excellent. Look at that. Sorry about that delay, Mr. Anas, but there's your drone view. Does that look good for you? Does that look good for you? Because honestly, that is great. That is just fantastic. Check that out. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, that is wonderful, man. Go ahead and take a look at a couple of external views. How about that? We could fast forward if we wanted to. I think we're at top of descent already. Yeah, I think we are. As a matter of fact, I think we're at top of descent already. Let's go back into the cockpit, shall we? Are we at top of descent? I think we are. Let's increase the range on that. I think we've passed it. Yep, we need to descend, ladies and gentlemen. We need to begin our descent. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and descend down to 10,000 feet immediately, or rather to 3,000 feet if I'm being honest. So let's do IAS mode here. Let's cut down the throttle a little bit. so we can descend quicker. And we'll go down to 3,000 feet. No, this is too quickly. We're moving too quick. Come on. Let's go down towards 3,000 feet. There we go. 3,700 at Akbar is what we are estimated to be at. That's too quick. We don't need to go that low. That is too quick. That is too quick. Okay. So we'll be landing into runway. If we take a look at our landing runway, it's runway 36R. And if we look at our nav, what is active right now? 110.50 is active. So 110.50 into runway what? 36 right. To runway 36 right. Let's see. Yeah, it's not supposed to be 110.50. It's supposed to be 109.90 into Lahore. Okay, so it's supposed to be 109.90. Let's put that at 109.90. Nav 1, VOR ILS 1. Let's do the same here. How to get this aircraft for MSFS 2024? It's available from the marketplace if I'm not wrong. Oh, we have a little bit of an issue there with the views. Don't worry, we're gonna figure that out. This happens once in a while. Okay, there we go. Come on. There we go. It should be available from the marketplace. Let me double check that for you. I don't mind doing that. Let me double check that for you. Okay, yeah, it is available for download through the marketplace. Yeah. So it's either available for free in the premium deluxe edition of the sim. Okay, so if you have the premium deluxe edition of the sim, it's available for free. Otherwise, you got to download it from the marketplace for both PC and Xbox. That's how you get this aircraft. I believe it's about $20 or something like that. Let me double check that price. Hold on. I think it's about $20, I think. Yeah, it's $20. It's $20. 20 US dollars in the marketplace. Is it worth $20? Yeah. It is worth $20, I can tell you that. It is worth $20. I have the premium MSFS but don't have it. No, premium deluxe. Do you have the premium deluxe one? Do you have the premium deluxe MSFS 2024? No, MSFS 2024. Ah, okay. So, Dishant, what you need to do, I think, is you need to go to your library. If you have the premium deluxe for MSFS 2024, go to your library. Yeah, you know how to go to your library. Go to your library. Check all the disabled aircraft. Like filter it so that you can see everything that's disabled. In the disabled list, you should find the ATR. So you had the ATR in 2020 is what you're telling me. Let me know whether you had the ATR in 2020 or not. Okay, if you had the ATR in 2020, it will be there in your library in 2024. You have to enable it. And once you enable it, it will show up. You don't have to buy it again. It will show up. Because it's an aircraft that's designed for 2020. It's not an aircraft meant for 2024. But it does have that portability. So you just need to enable it from your library. Just like a lot of other aircrafts, to be honest. Not a lot, but a few of them. Okay, what is our altitude at 13,000 feet? We're perfectly fine here. Okay, we're perfectly fine here. We don't need to worry. Yep, sure, no problem, man. Try it out. Try it out and let me know if that works. Try it out and see if it's actually there in the disabled aircrafts. If it's there, you just have to enable it. That's all. Okay, we are descending. We're looking good. We're looking good. There is where we're supposed to land. All right, there we go. Interesting. Okay, 12,000 feet. Slightly above the profile now. So I might want to cut off on the throttle slightly, just so we dip a little bit. You know what I mean? Not by too much, though. Not by too much. I don't want to descend by too much. We got to stay on top of our vertical profile, make sure... Well, by stay on top of the vertical profile, I mean slightly under it is preferable, so... There we go. Looking good here. Yeah, we're looking good on all sides, ladies and gentlemen. That is some lovely stuff, eh? Great. All right, vertical profile slightly. Okay, let's reduce that throttle just ever so slightly so we go under there. We need to reduce the range on this thing, don't we? Let's go to ND here. Why are we with the engine parameters over there? Let's go to ND and let's change the format on this. No, not that, but we'll do this. Let's reduce the range on that. Yeah, this is cool. Let's reduce the range on that. You know what? We'll increase the range on this one. I'll put this one in this format. And yeah, we'll leave it like this. That's good. Okay, everything under control. Brilliant. We just have to double check the ILS here. That is the thing I'm worried about. The ILS frequencies I'm not entirely sure about. We need to see which one works when we actually reach there. Apparently it's supposed to be 109.90 at Lahore into runway 36 right. And yeah, but according to the FMS, it is decided to give us this frequency for some reason. So we'll check out what happens. We'll leave this auto off. So this is ILS 1, right? Yeah, ILS 1, which is right here, VILS 1. That is what we'll take on when we reach closer to it. Brilliant. Brilliant. There's a compass there. It's even got its own light. The light doesn't seem to be working, but probably because it's too bright for us to see. Some options here. Maintenance. Maintenance is only available at parking position, obviously. Performance, that is good. Payload, flight plan, okay. That's pretty much it. It's a very basic tablet there. Very basic. We are very still quite far from there, from the airport by ATR standards, because ATR is quite slow, you know. Let's turn on the landing lights. We're below 10,000 feet. Let's turn on the seatbelt signs and all that good stuff, so our passengers know that we care about safety. I don't, but yeah. Let's have a little look at nav map. Let me show you guys a little nav map. There we go. So there we go. We got our flight plan showing up in little nav map. Kot Abdul Malik is what we are passing at the moment. It's a river here. We're going to be crossing. Not entirely sure which river that is. I don't know anything about this area, but is that Indus? I don't know. I might just be saying stuff. So I don't know what river that is. No idea what it is. It's not Indus. That might be River Sindh. I do not know. Okay, so we're going down this way and we're gonna turn around at Pinom above 4,000 feet, Elama above 3,000 feet, and around here we should be at 3,000 feet, and that should take us into the ILS for runway 36 right into Lahore, where the frequency is given as 109.90, as you guys can tell, right? 359. So let's see if that actually works. We suddenly decided to decrease in speed here all of a sudden. Look at that. I put away a little nav map for you guys. Why have we suddenly decreased? Is it because we're below 10,000 feet and stuff like that? Come on. Fine. I'll cut our throttle off so we can descend. Cut it off a lot so we can descend. 170. It'll take us forever. 8,000 feet. A little too high. Let's reduce the range on that. The range here. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, fine. I'll cut the throttle because I do want it to descend at the end of the day. So there we go. That's much better. Fine, I'll cut it. Cut it, but we're bleeding speed, so I'm going to give it a bit of throttle here. Not a lot. Oh, that should be enough. We should be dipping our nose. Come on. There we go. Gun descending. What's our altitude right now? 7,000 feet? We're a little too high. So if I cut my throttle further, we should descend. There we go. Cutting throttle so we can descend. A little bit more there. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, maintaining this vertical profile is going to be kind of tricky. Because, okay, I think I'll give it a bit of throttle like this and I'll leave it there. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it here. Let it descend. 7,000 feet. We need to be at about 4,000 feet very soon, but it's okay. What altitude have I given for descending? 3,700. No, let's go down to 3,000 feet. Let's do that, shall we? Okay, let's reduce the range on that further. Good. Mr. Anas or Dishant, whoever is in the chat, can you guys actually see the Dishant or Anas? Can you guys actually see the nav bar when it's a little lighter? Is it fine? Or do I have to make it? No, I think it's fine, right? Should be okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. Make it a little brighter, make it a bit darker. Just pull that down a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'll put it like this. 0.8. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, we're at 6,000 feet. We're definitely higher than we should be, and for that reason, it's time for me to cut off the throttles. I want to descend. I'm gonna cut off the throttle right there, and I want to descend. Okay, what's our altitude at the moment? 5,700. We're supposed to be above 3,000, which we are. We need to cut it further. Yep. Okay, let's see if we can get the localizer on. We don't have a localizer per se, we just have approach, right? Let's put that on. What is this? If I go to approach, where is the localizer button? Can we do just the localizer? I don't see that. I have to press approach, I guess. We're too high for the glide slope, so we need to cut down on our speed there. Okay, we're way too high. We're way too high. Let's bring that speed straight down. Wait. Yeah, we're way too high. Good lord, we're too high. Glide slope has been caught. Come on, catch the glide slope. Oh no, this is not gonna work out. Sky dolly on. What is it doing? Okay, I don't know what's happening right now, but we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it at this. VS, please, VS. Go down. Why isn't it doing what I'm asking it to do? It's beginning to piss me off. Okay, go down. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna take manual control here. My aircraft. We're going down, cutting off the throttles here. Let's put our flaps down. I'm going down manually for the landing. Okay, let's turn in. Let's see if we can make this. I don't think we're gonna make it, but let's try. Okay, localizer is okay, but our glide slope is very bad. Oh, there's the airport right in front of us, by the way. I see the runway. No way we're gonna make that. No way. Let's drop the gear. Help us slow down. Yeah, we're just gonna try. What the hell? Let's side slip this thing slightly. Yeah, that is too much. Okay, we're gonna go around. Okay, there's no way we're gonna make that. Let's go around. Gear back up. Nope. Come on. Give it a lot of power here. Autopilot. I want to hold altitude. No. I want to go to the heading mode. I want to go straight. There we go. Why aren't we holding the altitude? Okay. This aircraft is so difficult to fly because I can't read it. God damn it. Okay, let's go down to 2,000 feet or 2,500 feet. And let's switch on VS. And let's just go up towards 2,500 feet, okay? And we'll go around and then we'll come back in for a landing. One thing I don't like about this aircraft is that it's illegible. Wait, I forgot. Can't you open this up? No, there's a way to open them up. There's a way to open these up, I believe. Yeah. Can you guys see right now? Wait. Has my simulator frozen? Yup, it's crashed. Great. Oh, it's back. It's back to life. It's back to life. It came back to life. Okay. So we're going to have to go around here, obviously. So we're coming up at 2,500. What we're going to do is we're going to use the heading. We're going to go back around one more time. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go to the left there. Let's go back to our ND. Let's decrease that range. Just like that. There we go. There we go. Let me actually stop Sky Dolly, close it up, and restart Sky Dolly as well so we can get that ready. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's try this one more time to catch the ILS, if it's actually going to work. Let's go towards our nav, 109.90. Let's see if it works. A lot of the scenery by this area in Pakistan especially is not done well in the flight simulator, so a lot of things might not work, like the ILS. I'm not too sure. This is not a paid scenery by any means, so don't be surprised if it doesn't. Okay, let's turn it around one more time. That's more than enough room for us to... Shouldn't we be turning back now? Yep, Mr. Runner's doing that right now. Turning it back around. Just to try and see what we can do. It's interesting that the approach thing didn't work. I think we're coming in way too high for the glide slope, right? So let's try 2,500. 2,500. Okay. There we go. There's the runway. We're flying kind of parallel to it at the moment. Come back around like this, and then we'll come back in here. So if we take a look at this, we're supposed to be at 2,000 feet at this particular waypoint. That's what we're going to do. Okay? That is exactly what we're going to do. So we'll be at 2,000. We'll be at 2,500 feet earlier on, and that should help us catch the localizer just fine. Okay, good. Sorry about that, passengers. We have a lot of delays in today's flight because of incompetence on the pilot's end. What fuel do we have? Fuel on board 1710 kilograms. That's more than enough. We're okay. Does anyone know whether this thing has an auto brake? It's been too long since I flew this. I don't know whether it has an auto brake or not. I literally have no idea whether it has an auto brake, and I can't find it anywhere. Mr. Honest, do you see anything resembles an auto brake anywhere? Could you check if the ATR has an auto brake? You know what, let me research that. Does the ATR have auto brake function, huh? No, they do not have it. I've been looking for something it does not have. They do not have it. Okay? Yes. Okay, we're at 2,500 feet. I'm still flying out a little further to give us more time to make this landing. However, I can slightly tune in a little bit to this way. Right? Because we can see the glide slope is already above us. So we don't need to worry too much. I'm just going to slide in slightly off to the left. Kind of parallel to the way how we came in. Okay, good. Good. There is our glide slope there, and there's our localizer there. Both of them. The localizer doesn't make much sense. It's supposed to be on the left. So I don't know. I really have no idea, man. Okay. I'm gonna go in this. I'm targeting this spot right here. Let me have a look at what it says. ILSA, okay. System 2. If I go to System 2, it's 9 nautical miles in System 1. I don't know which one is correct. That's the problem. Let me check System 2. I have no idea. Okay, it's time for us to turn around. Going off to the side here. Reducing speed. Capture. No, we want to go towards this point here. Sorry, my bad. Okay, we're going to turn on approach. Okay, we're going to turn on approach. And I'm going to put... Okay, you're right. Maybe it's time for us to go down towards 2,000. So let's try 2,000. And let's do IS towards 2,000 feet. If it will let me. It should catch the localizer though. It should catch the localizer. Let's see if it does. Okay. Is it going to catch the localizer? That's a big question. That is a big question I have. Still waiting for localizer. Yep, still waiting for localizer. Doesn't look like it is. Oh, localizer has been caught. Yep, it's caught the localizer, but not the glide slope. Glide slope is above now. So I'm going to stop the descent out. Yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, I think we have something working for us here. me start sky dolly once again. Let's see if it works. Localizer. Okay, altitude. Okay. Let's put our flaps down. Let's put our flaps down further. Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Preparing for landing here. I should drop the gear as well. So let me just drop the gear outside. There we go. Dropping gear. Brilliant. Let's head back inside. Where's the glide slope? We're at 2,000 feet, so it's going to take a while for the glide slope, but let's give it a bit more thrust to make sure we don't stall here. Come on. Yeah, we don't need to stall here, so I'm just going to leave it right here. It's not easy to control the speed on this damn thing, but okay. Okay, landing lights are on. Let's put that on. Those are on. Wing light, logo light, all that good stuff. Do we need to turn on anything here for landing? I don't think so. Everything here is looking good. Flaps are full down. All that is good. Surveillance is looking good as well. Let's go back to nav. I think everything is good this time. There is our, let's put that range back down here. There we go. This should have an ILS format somewhere, but it doesn't, and that's okay. Let's put the range down here. Good. Glide slope is coming up. Let's hope it catches the glide slope, and if it does, then we're okay. Come on. Come on. Glide slope has been caught, ladies and gentlemen. Glide slope. Has it been caught yet? It's coming up. It's coming up, but we're not yet descending on glide slope. So it's signals here. Waiting for it to actually begin the descent, and let's see. Come on. Yes, we've begun descending. There we go. There we go. We're below 1,000 feet now. Yep, there we go. Whoop! Increase the speed there. This aircraft is very funny when it comes to speed. Come on. Oh, this is going to be an interesting landing, isn't it? It's going to be too difficult. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are headed towards our runway, which we can't really see yet. This aircraft is not easy to... Oh my god. I'm struggling to control the speed here. Yeah, I'm struggling badly to control the speed here. Okay, I have no visual of the runway yet. I know where it is, but I don't have visual yet, so theoretically we should not be descending yet. Suburbs of Lahore, I assume. Okay, I see the lights now. I see the puppy lights. They're ahead of me. Coming into land, ladies and gentlemen.
500.
Okay, 500 feet. I should take control at this point, but I don't want to yet because the visibility is piss poor right now. This glide slope is messed up, isn't it? Taking control. My aircraft. Okay, my aircraft, I'm taking control. Because the glide slope is messed up, we might have plowed into the ground, who knows. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, coming in.
200.
200 feet.
100.
100.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay. Down we go, and reverse thrust. Not that we needed it, to be honest. There we go. Welcome to Lahore, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lahore. Let's put our flaps up. Thank you very much. That wasn't too bad for first ATR landing in what? 3 months? 4 months? No, it's been more than that. I haven't flown the ATR in more than, so I would say it's about 4 months since I flew the ATR, so that's not too bad. I'm not gonna lie, that's not too bad at all. Okay, landing lights can come off. Strobe lights can go off here as well. We don't need that. So can our surveillance. We can go TCAS, can come to standby. Only altitude. Okay, great. Speed auto inoperable. That's okay. We don't need it. Okay, so here we are at Lahore, ladies and gentlemen, and I think we're taxiing the wrong way, but I don't really care. There you go. Welcome to Lahore. Yep, we're taxiing the wrong way. Apparently. I'm not too sure. Okay, I don't care about that. Let's go and find ourselves a parking. Good. Wait, what happened with the engine? Oh no. I accidentally turned it off. I forgot about this. Yeah, that's because my hand slipped. Sorry, my bad. There's a very small knob at the end of my throttle, and that controls the engine condition lever. That is why that happened. My apologies, but we're okay. We're okay. His flight is push, and okay, this is good. So Skydolly might not work. No, Skydolly is gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work, hopefully. It's going to work. Just has a low pitch at the moment because we decided to do that foolish stuff, but put it on automatic. Ooh, that's fast. Okay. Let's just park it in straight ahead and we'll go ahead and replay. How about that? Looking good, right? Let's pull up a little bit. There we go, and done. Let's put that parking brake down there. Welcome to Lahore, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lahore. What? No, that's not what I want. Okay, we have an issue now. We got the drone camera not working with the controls. Let's go to showcase. There we go. Now it's working. All right. So welcome to Lahore. There's a lovely PIA aircraft right there. Anyway, I'll put this in here. And let's clean that up and let's do Skydolly. Let's see how Skydolly functions. All right, going back. Okay, I think we can give it a shot from this angle first, right? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, landing replay number 1 into Lahore. Let's see. Okay. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Let's try a view from the front. Zoom out a little bit. I'll give us a view from somewhere right here. How about that? That sounds good, right? Yep, let's check that out. Let's check that out. Play that. That wasn't too bad at all. I did know that the nose gear lifted up a little bit when we applied reverse thrust. Might have done it a little too abruptly, but that's okay, right? Let's watch that landing one more time, because why not? And then after that, I'll go to the drone view behind. Cabin view 2, please. Definitely. I'll give you cabin views for this one as well, for sure. Don't you worry. Let's take a look at it from a drone view from the back. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good one, right? Let's see what that looked like. Just a little zoom in. That's it. Not too much. Right there. I think that sounds good. Okay, let's give that a shot. That reverse thrust was honestly unnecessary. Yep, it was. Okay, time for cabin view as requested by Mr. Anas. Most definitely, sir. Ignore all these warnings. Those are not our problem at the moment. So let's try this view here. Let's do that. Okay, cabin view from the other side, shall we? Let's play. Okay, Mr. Anderson himself, very nice. Love to see the ATR on about. Is this an update for FS 2024? No, it's not. So I don't know if a lot of people know. You can get the ATR 4272 into 2024. You just have to go to your library. If you had ATR in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, all you have to do is go to your library in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, look at the disabled items, and if your ATR is amongst them, you just have to enable it. And it will show up in the aircraft fleet. That's it. It's that simple. Okay? So if you had it in 2020, you can get it in 2024. You just have to enable it from your library. That's pretty much it. So that's what I've done, and I'm flying it in 2024. But apart from that, no other particular update or anything like that. Okay. I think that landing was pretty cool. Let's check out what that looked like. Our landing rate according to Elevatex, what was it? Minus 190. A G-force of 0.88. We landed at 100 knots ground speed. So yeah, minus 190 feet per minute was the landing rate. G-force of 0.88. So it was definitely a good landing for me. It's actually ideal. We even touched down at the right place where I wanted to. So yeah, that was pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. I don't know how to publish that. Can I publish that for you guys? I have the landing rate thing enabled here. Were you guys able to see the landing rate, or? Were you guys able to see the landing rate? No, right? It's supposed to show you guys that. I don't know how to publish it. Do not know how to publish it, but that is what Elevatix is telling me. Yeah, I'll go look into that, but yeah. Okay, cool. Let's now go back to where we left our aircraft, the parking. There we go. And let's shut this bad boy down. There'll be a bunch of warnings when we go into the cockpit, probably. We don't need to worry about any of those. What is the warning here? Wheel brake hot. Yeah, of course they're hot. Where is the wheel brake fan? I don't know where anything is in this aircraft. Where is the wheel brake fan, for the love of God? I have no idea where it is. I don't know where the wheel brake fan is, honestly. So, just gonna leave that the way it is. Okay, so, we're gonna cheat a little bit. Let's get the ground power. Whatever connected up. Doesn't even show up, huh? We can cut the... can cut this off. There we go. Just cut off the engine completely right there. Put on our gas lock. And... yeah. We got this done as well. Okay, great. All right. Cut that off completely. Let's turn all of that off. Can we do GSX on this? I don't think we can do GSX. But let me try request the deboarding. See if it works. Why not, right? Okay, let's turn on our external powers there. We should have done that before, but that's okay. We can run it on hotel mode if we want to. I'm not gonna bother. So we're gonna turn off everything here. Beacon lights off, strobe lights off. That off right there as well. Disarm all of that. There's no ADAR system per se in this one when it comes to alignment. No, there isn't. Okay, there isn't any of that. We can turn off those. Apart from that, I don't think there's much here for us to do, right? Oxygen supply can come off. Passenger supply, doesn't matter. Okay, that's all good. Okay, doesn't matter. All right. There's our passenger bus coming up. Do we have to open the doors ourselves? I don't know. But let's do it. Why not? Wheel chock, service door. Why not? We'll do all of that. We'll do all of that. We can disconnect this. We really don't need this one. We can leave it on external power like this, and pretty much that is. We're not going to run the hotel mode. So yeah, there we go. Gonna wait for the passengers to show up a little bit. The service door does not need to be on. Open. So we'll close that up. There we go. There are the passengers, ladies and gentlemen. The airport does look decent. Let's go ahead and go to our ending screen here. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the airport definitely does look decent. We're not going to take a closer look at it. It's just a free scenery from Flightsim.to that you can download for Lahore. It's not too terrible for a free scenery, I guess, but yeah, it's not the best out there for sure. But you know, it's definitely usable. It's definitely flyable too. There are no offerings in the marketplace. I don't know if anyone else offers a Lahore airport scenery, but yeah, doesn't look too terrible. Does not look too terrible at all. I hope you guys enjoyed today's flight, because I had a good time flying in this hazy weather with the ATR. That was really fun. So this flight was requested by one of my viewers, so I thought, you know what, why not, right? So yeah, Mr. Anas, thank you very much as usual for tuning in. Mr. Anderson himself, thank you very much for chiming into the chat, man. Appreciate it. Dishant, thank you for chiming into the chat as well. Appreciate it. Mike Smith, same thing. Thank you very much for chiming in. So thank you to everybody who was watching, whether you chimed in or not. Thank you very much to all my viewers. Consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Check out my other content, live streams, videos, etc. Still trying to work my way into making more videos, but it's proving difficult for me, but I'll try. I'll definitely try. That being said, welcome to Lahore, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to leave it here for today. I shall catch you in the next live stream, and until then, have a good day and bye-bye.